want to say happy Sabbath to everyone.
Happy Sabbath.
It's always a blessing to be on this side of the grave, ain't it? No matter what you're going through. When you wake up and your eyes open, and you still have a mind to deal with this God and his book, it's always a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Now what we're going to do is what we always do each Sabbath. We're going to open up the book of the law. Exodus, the 20th chapter. You out there with your Bible, open it up. Exodus chapter 20, and we're going to start at verse 1. 20 and verse 1. Go ahead and read, brother.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy to thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and held it. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor.
Yes, sir. We just read the covenant, didn't we? Go to Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, and we're going to pick it up at verse 13 and 14. The Lord did this so Israel can be reminded, serve me. We're going to pretty much touch on a little bit of that in the lesson. But go ahead and read 13.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
Yes, sir.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil. Let's go to Revelation, the 22nd chapter. Let's go see what Jesus got to say. He said, them 10 commandments that you just read, I'm the judge you're going to stand before. Revelations 22, pick it up at verse 13.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Yes.
For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
So now, we just read where the Lord he closed this thing off. He said, look, if you're not keeping the commandments, this is what you got to look forward to. But the title of today's lesson is The Powers That Be. Have y'all heard, I don't know if everybody watch the news or keep in touch with what's going on in the world. Y'all heard about the teenager takeover? Y'all heard about that? So you got it in Michigan. You got it in Chicago. They saying they're going to start doing it state by state. The cities that's very important, they say they're going to do that. They don't understand who they're going up against, though. Especially us. It's mostly our people that's doing this stuff. They rebellious because they don't have no knowledge. The Lord said his people perish for what? A lack of knowledge. And we failed generations before us, or the ones to come. We as parents, we fail them. We have to teach our children these things. If we don't, then somebody else gonna do it, and you don't want them to do it. Let's start this in Daniel, the 4th chapter. Let's see what Israel did. They chose the belt. Our ancestors chose the belt, and they could have made it easy for us. I ain't gonna lie. They could have made it easy. I ain't gonna say it's hard to read the Bible when you look at this stuff, but you be like, man, what would it have been like if we didn't have to go through these things? But we're already in it. We got to make the best of it while we're here, though. The book of Daniel, the 4th chapter, the teenage takeover. Let's observe some of these stuff. The very last, well, I ain't gonna say the last time, but the first time that I did this lesson, we was in a hotel, and Anthony Brown, that Sabbath, Anthony Brown ended up getting killed. Y'all remember the boy in Ferguson, right?
Yes.
Mike Brown. Who else name?
Anthony.
Mike Brown. So now, Mike Brown got killed, and I'm looking at the lesson, and I say, if that young man had been here learning, none of that stuff would have took place. But it's an example for what we need to do when we're dealing with these authorities, because nobody teach them none of that stuff. You get people pulled over, they arguing with the police, and I'm like, man, I used to be afraid when I got pulled over. And I didn't do no talking back, yes, sir, no, sir. But I don't understand what got in them, but the book going to show us what got in them. Let's start at Daniel, the 4th chapter, pick it up at verse 1. Daniel, the 4th chapter, verse 1. We're not going to go all the way to the beginning. We're going to go to the familiar part. 4 verse 1. What did it say, brother?
Nebuchadnezzar the king unto all people, nations, and languages.
Wait a minute. He's a king unto how many people?
All people.
All of them. The nations, language. If you speak, he your king. Read.
That dwell in all earth.
Yes.
Peace be multiplied unto you.
Skip down to verse 17 and read it.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones.
Go ahead.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
So who is it that's ruling Nebuchadnezzar?
Yeah,
The Most High, he just said, right? Read.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will.
He giveth it to whomsoever he will. Read.
And setteth up over it the basis of men.
Not those who are familiar. He said the basis of men. Skip down to verse 28. Verse 28. Let's see what it say now. Read.
All this came upon the king Nebuchadnezzar. At the end of 12 months, he walked in the palace of the kingdom of Babylon. The king spake and said, Is not this great Babylon that I have built for the house of the kingdom by the might of my power and for the honor of my majesty?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
While the word was in the king's mouth, there fell a voice from heaven saying, O King Nebuchadnezzar, to thee it is spoken, the kingdom is departed from thee.
Wait a minute. Now, he got his kingdom departed from him. Why? Because he started talking like it was him. But it was God. Go ahead and read.
And they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field.
Yes, sir.
They shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and 7 times shall pass over thee.
That's enough. Let's go over to Matthew, the 10th chapter, because we just wanted that part where the Lord sat him down for that. Let's go over to Matthew, the 10th chapter. Let's see what Jesus got to say. He always talked through his apostles. Matthew chapter 10, we're just going to read one verse. 10 and verse 29. can tell I need glasses. You know why? Because I used to write small enough to where I can read it myself. Now I'm like, is that a 0 or a 1? Man. And I keep trying to avoid it and I want to go to the eye doctor, but I'm going to have to break down and do it. Matthew 10 and verse 29. We're going to read that 29th verse. Let's see what Jesus got to say about his Father. Read 29, brother. What'd he say?
Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing?
He talking about the fowls. Go ahead and read.
And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father.
Wait a minute. So if one of them should die, a bird, he said the Father know about it. We know he know about it. Why? Because he gave him breath of life. Right. So when he withdraw it, he know exactly which one it was. Exactly the family it come from, the age, all the way down to the sex of the bird, male or female. Let's move forward. Let's go to Leviticus, the 18th chapter. So he said the Father know about this thing. So when stuff going on, they are very in tune. They paying attention. Leviticus, the 18th chapter. And I know when what was it? Thanksgiving come up, I used to see everything on Facebook. Man, I don't want to deal with this because these people been dealing with, they didn't kill these people, took their land. You know how long that's been going on? The Lord said he set down one and he raised up another. So guess what? The people that was in this land, they was doing something foul that the Lord had to remove them. And we're going to read how the Lord deal with that. Leviticus 18, picking up at verse 1. With knowledge, you get to see these things, and then you get to watch what you're saying. You get to be very careful as to what comes out of your mouth. 18 and 1, what did it say, brother?
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Yes, sir.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God.
Yes, indeed. What else?
After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall you not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, what I bring you, shall you not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances.
That's right. Go ahead.
You shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your God.
So when they was in another land, what did they have to do? Still keep his commandments.
Right.
We act like when we get in here, we don't have to do none of this stuff.
Right.
Don't work like that. Skip down to verse 22, bro. Verse 22, let's see what he's going to say. Let's look at something that he's going to point out over here. They was doing this in the land, but let's see what they do over here. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind, as with womankind.
So
it is an abomination.
So you don't do what? You don't do this behavior right here. This is what he's saying. Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou lie with any beast, to defile thyself therewith.
Yes.
Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion.
So this is what they were doing in the land of Canaan. Go ahead.
Defile not yourselves in any of these things. For in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it. And the land itself vomited out her inhabitants.
So how did they leave? The Lord allowed them. And he said, listen, your behavior is what got you kicked out. Guess what's going to go on in this land? Pretty soon the sin's going to reach to the heavens. And the Lord said, they out of her. Then you have everybody go back to their home state, wherever you came from. Israel over here going back to Jerusalem. Wherever you at in the four corners of the earth, you're going back to your natural land. But go ahead and read. What verse is that?
That was the end of 25.
Read.
You shall therefore keep my statutes and thy judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourn among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled.
Yes, sir. What verse is that?
That was in the 27.
Go ahead. One more.
That the land spew not you out also.
Yes.
When you defile it as it spewed out the nations that were before you.
Now, he has a balance in that. If you do what's right, you get to stay here. If you don't, you leave it. Let's go to Psalm, the 147th chapter. He gave them the commandments. He said, guess what? You better do what's right in that land or else you're going to get kicked out too. And they saw all the greatness of God at that time. Psalm 147, we're going to read 19 and verse 20. They saw this greatness right here. That's why I said if they would have taught us, man, hopefully we would have got it. Sometimes I wonder what did they do coming up out of the land of Egypt? Well, did they drop the kids or something because they went from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? All of them were spotless. They kept the commandments. But when it got to us, somehow it's like we dropped the ball. I don't know what we did. What Jacob did, I have no clue. But it got to us, and the Lord like, wait a minute, hold on. Psalm 147, verse 19, read that, brother.
He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He showeth to Jacob, what else?
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
That's what we're talking about. Read, brother.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Yes.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Yes.
Praise ye the Lord.
Go to Amos, the 3rd chapter, because he gave it to us when we dealt with this thing. Let's see what the Lord say. Because I used to look at the people and I say, hold on. I done seen people that got away with bank robberies and all that type of stuff. Israel, try it. You ain't no matter what you do, where you go. You get caught. We're going to see why you get caught doing stuff. Lord say the name of the game is you not the one. I got my hand on you. Amos 3. Pick it up at verse 1, brother. What it say?
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
Everybody that come up, right? Read.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Yes, sir.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
He said he's going to punish us for all. What about us when we get over here? Is he going to deal with us according to our iniquities? Of course.
Yep.
He's no respecter of person. From generation to generation to generation. Let's go to Judges, the 3rd chapter. Judges, the 3rd chapter. And we pretty much had it good. We done fired God, and that's crazy. I can understand how they get tripped up, but at some point, if you got God that close to you, you gotta deal with it. We ain't seen all that miraculous power like that. And the Lord told us, because our eyes and our ears, we have not seen those things. He said, blessed are they. They have not seen, but they believe. Yes, indeed, sister. Judges 3, pick it up at verse 12. 3 and verse 12, read that.
And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord.
Y'all catch that? Again. Go ahead, bro.
And the Lord strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done evil in the sight of the Lord.
So when we get out of line as a nation, what do? What's the belt? He always got a nation in front of you. That's the belt in his hand. Go ahead and read, brother.
And he gathered unto him the children of Ammon and Amalek.
Yes.
And went out and smote Israel and possessed the city of palm trees.
And look at that, Amalek. They really happy to do it. You know why? They are Edom's seed. Edom is your twin brother, so he can't wait to trip you up. Go ahead and read.
So the children of Israel served Eglon, the king of Moab, 18 years.
How many years? 18.
18.
And if we got it over here for 5 or 10, and we can't wait for the Lord to come look at him. 18, right? Go ahead.
But when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord raised them up a deliverer, Ehud, the son of Gera, a Benjamite, a man left-handed, and by him the children of Israel sent a present unto Eglon, the king of Moab.
So he always had somebody to do what? Deliver you. He said this guy was left-handed. And a lot of them left-handed guys be real thorough with that sword. So the Lord said, I got you. But they cried unto the Lord. The Lord said, I got you. But what did we do? Again. Let's go over to chapter 6. Again and again. It's always an again and again. At some point, we got to, well, you know what we start doing? And I can tell our ancestors start doing it. They were taking God's kindness for weakness. All right, it's okay. We might get whooped for a little while. Just cry to him. Lord said, I know the name of that game too. Judges 6, pick it up at verse 1. Go ahead.
And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord.
Again, right? Go ahead.
Right. And the Lord delivered them into the hand of the Midian 7 years. And the hand of Midian prevailed against Israel. And because of the Midianites, the children of Israel made them the dens which are in the mountains and caves and strongholds.
That's 25 years a total of captivity. Just from one to another. 18 years, 7 years. 25. Go ahead.
And so it was, when Israel had sown, that the Midianites came up, and the Amalekites, and the children of the east, even they came up against them.
Look at them. They always coming up. Look, they be happy. Go ahead.
And they encamped against them and destroyed the increase of the earth.
Yep.
Till thou come unto Gaza, and left no substance for Israel, neither sheep, nor ox, nor ass.
That's right. Go ahead.
For they came up with their cattle and their tents, and they came up as grasshoppers for a multitude. For both they and their camels were without number, and they entered into the land to destroy it.
Yes.
And Israel was greatly impoverished because of the Midianites. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord.
Y'all see that? Cried again, and what happened?
And it came to pass when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord because of the Midianites,
Go ahead.
that the Lord sent a prophet unto the children of Israel, which said unto them, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I brought you up from Egypt, and I brought you forth out of the house of bondage.
Go ahead.
And I delivered you out of the hands of the Egyptians, and out of the hands of all that oppress you, and drave them out from before you, and gave you their land.
Right, so he going to give them a history lesson before he delivered them. But he eventually delivered them 7 years. Let's go to Proverbs, the 21st chapter. Proverbs, 21st chapter. And a lot of the times we say, wait, but the stranger doing this, they do this and they do that. Now the Lord allowed them to do certain things. When they go there and they overkill, the Lord got their number. It's only a matter of time before everybody get what they deserve. Proverbs 21, we're going to read one verse, brother. 21 and verse 1. We're going to let everybody get there. 21 and verse 1. And this Solomon, he know. If don't nobody else know, Solomon know. Go ahead and read verse 1.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Wait, so they mind is where at?
In the hand of the Lord.
That's dangerous right there. Because the Lord can be unfair and do what? Twist you, squeeze you. We know how that's true because what happened? In Egypt, Pharaoh didn't want to let the people go at first. Then when he saw all that drama happen upon the firstborn, he told Moses then, y'all got to go. Y'all bring drama in the household. Then what happened? When he wanted to let him go, God said, no, sir. I got a point to prove. I'm going to squeeze you. He said his heart is in the hand of the Lord. Go ahead.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will.
Whithersoever he will, whichever way he wants you to go. Nebuchadnezzar went crazy 7 years. And I can't imagine how this guy was crawling around on all fours like an animal. And how his fingernails and feet grew like that, with them claws and eating the grass and whatnot like animals. When he came to, he started praising God too, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Lord, apply that pressure, because man don't understand nothing, like Brother Bowie say, but drama. Let's go to Jeremiah, the 21st chapter. Jeremiah, the 21st chapter. I know, because I feel it all the time, but I ain't going to complain either. Take your lumps, keep on moving. Don't repeat nothing that you did that you can think of. Wait. No, I ain't do nothing. Hey, I was righteous. Nick, no. Let me backtrack. You know, like you lost that $5 and you turn the house up till you find it. You got to search your mind the same way. You flipping the couch, the pillows on the couch, you flipping them. You reaching up under there, you feeling crumbs, and you got cards, ink pens, tops. You got everything on there except for what you looking for. Where that $5 at? Then it finally come to mind. Oh, when I took my clothes off, put them in the washer, and you go on there, you find out that $5 bill was saved. It was a little wet, but it was saved. That's how we do. We search our minds till we find out if we did something wrong. Don't do it no more. Jeremiah chapter 21. 21 and verse 1. When you get it, go ahead and read, brother.
The word which came unto Jeremiah from the Lord.
Yes, sir.
When King Zedekiah sent unto him Pashur, the son of Micaiah, and Zephaniah, the son of Maaseiah, the priest, saying,
read.
Inquire, I pray thee, of the Lord for us. For Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, maketh war against us. If so be that the Lord will deal with us according to all his wondrous works, that he may go up from us.
Yes, sir. So they want Nebuchadnezzar to leave, because all this drama happening. Go ahead.
They said Jeremiah unto them.
Then said Jeremiah unto them, read.
Thus shall ye say to Zedekiah.
Yes, sir.
Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Behold, I will turn back the weapons of war that are in your hands, wherewith you fight against the king of Babylon, and against the Chaldeans, which besiege you without the walls. And I will assemble them into the midst of this city.
So he's saying, listen, when you fight against them, you ain't going to win. That's just like, I don't know if y'all remember that. Chuck D and what's the name of that group? Public Enemy. When they was talking, they had that song, what is it? Fight the powers that be. Man, we had I don't know about y'all, they had the red, black, and green thing, and the fists in the air. Come to find out, when you open up the Bible years later, you say, oh man, I was fighting against the Lord. No, obey the powers that be. We're going to see this. Go ahead and read, brother.
And I myself will fight against you with an outstretched hand and with a strong arm,
yes,
even in anger and in fury and in great wrath.
He said, I'm going to fight against you. Go ahead.
And I will smite the inhabitants of this city, both man and beast. They shall die of a great pestilence.
Go ahead.
And afterward, saith the Lord, I will deliver Zedekiah, king of Judah, and his servants, and the people, and such as are left in this city from the pestilence.
And we know that Zedekiah is the last king that we had. He was killed, and we know the Lord took his sight away. Plus, he saw his sons get. Man, that was a sight, brother. Go ahead.
From the sword and from the famine into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon.
That's the one he said that everybody gonna serve him, right?
Yeah.
He ain't say except Israel. He said all people, all nations and languages. Go ahead.
And into the hands of their enemies.
Yes.
And into the hands of those that seek their life.
Yes, sir.
And he shall smite them with the edge of the sword.
Uh-huh.
He shall not spare them, neither have pity, nor have mercy.
Mercy. Let's go over to Daniel, the 1st chapter. So he's told them this is what was going to happen. Let's go see, because Daniel was a survivor of this thing. Daniel was a survivor. Daniel chapter 1. Daniel said, hold on, we was in captivity for 70 years. What's going on? Lord said, no, your calculation is wrong. Gonna be 470, I think. Said, no, you ain't going nowhere, brother. Daniel, the first chapter, let's pick it up at verse 1. Chapter 1 and verse 1. Let's look at this, because he said he was going to have Nebuchadnezzar do this. Let's see if it actually happened. Go ahead.
In the 3rd year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, unto Jerusalem, and besieged it. And the Lord gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, with part of the vessels of the house of God, which he carried into the land of Shinar, to the house of his God.
Yes, sir.
And he brought the vessels into the treasure house of his God.
Yep.
And the king spake unto Aspenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes.
So they got all our vessels. You have the silver, you have the gold. This is what his son ended up, Belshazzar, ended up drinking out of, partying, having fun, and the Lord sent that angel. Scared the living daylights out of that brother. Go ahead.
Children in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom.
They got wisdom. Go ahead, brother.
And cunning in knowledge.
Yes.
And understanding science.
They wise. Read.
And such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace.
Yep.
In whom they might teach the learning and tongue of the Chaldeans.
Do we understand why they taught them their language? Because we need you to interpret what we want you to do. Your slave master always did that. You didn't know no Hebrew or whatever tongue, Aramaic, when you came here. When you was born, they taught you English. They say you need to know what we want you to do as far as your tasks go. Skip down to verse 6. Let's see who these children are. A few of them by name.
Now among these were of the children of Judah.
Yes.
Daniel, Hananiah, Maasiel, Azariah.
So you got Mishael, Azariah, and Hananiah. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. That's their names that they changed it to. Go ahead and read.
And to whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names, for he gave unto Daniel the name of Belshazzar, and to Hananiah, Shadrach,
yep.
and Mishael of Meshach,
yep.
and to Azariah of Abednego.
Yep. So now he told them, look, I'm going to change your name too. My name is Kevin over here, and it would have been something else if we had went to the land. Just think about it. The Lord saying, you getting everything changed. Go to Jeremiah, the 29th chapter. Jeremiah chapter 29. Boy, I tell you. Man, I knew I should have brought them reading glasses. Jeremiah chapter 29. I'm straining just to see my writing. Jeremiah 29, we're going to pick it up at verse 1. Wait a minute, let me make sure. Yeah, that's a 9.
7:29.
Jeremiah 29. It looked like a 1 for a minute. (29) and verse 1. 29 and 1. Go ahead and read, bro.
Now these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders, which were carried away captives, and to the priests and to the prophets and all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon.
Yes, sir.
After that, Jeconiah the king and queen and the eunuchs, the princes of Judah and Jerusalem,
yep,
and the carpenters and the smiths were departed from Jerusalem.
Yep, go ahead.
And in the hand of Elas, the son of Shaphan, and Gamariah, the son of Hilkiah, whom Zedekiah, king of Judah, sent unto Babylon to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, saying,
Yes.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, unto all that are carried away captives, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro.
Build ye houses, and dwell in them.
What he tell you?
Build
You might
ye
as well
houses.
build a house, because you going to be there for a while. What else he tell you to do?
And plant gardens, and eat the fruit of them.
Yes, sir.
Take ye wives, and beget sons and daughters.
Yes.
And take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that ye may be increased there and not diminished.
Now, he ain't telling them take multiple wives for their sons, because somebody read that and be like, oh, it said wives. No. Plural for your sons. Plural. One for each one. Especially where we are today. Go ahead and read. Read.
And seek the peace of the city where I have caused you to be carried away captives.
Oh, so if you seeking a piece of the city, are you causing drama? Are you being a team takeover? Are you being a rebel of an individual that's older? No, you shouldn't do none of that stuff. According to what we read, he said, seek the peace of the city. Go ahead.
And pray unto the Lord for it.
Yes.
For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace.
Wait, so we supposed to pray for this land? This is what he said. Read.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel.
Yes.
Let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you. Neither hearken to your dreams which you cause to be dreamed.
Because you'll have somebody saying, hey, I dreamed a dream. Or you have your religious leaders tell us, hey, the Lord showed us we got to get up out of here. No, he didn't. He gave you certain prophecy for you to get up out of here. If it don't come that way, he said, don't pay no attention to them. They're trying to deceive you. Go ahead.
For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name.
Yes, sir.
I have not sent them, saith the Lord.
Oh, but they ran. One more.
For thus saith the Lord, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you in causing you to return to this place.
Wait a minute. He said they're going to be there 70 years. But wasn't Daniel in there? Didn't Babylon, the king of Nebuchadnezzar, take him? Mm-hmm. And his 3 comrades? Yes. But let's see. He said 70 years. Let's go to Daniel, the 9th chapter. Daniel finna say, hold on, wait. I know how to count now. 70 years is up. The Lord gonna show him that ain't what it really meant. You gotta calculate. And they didn't have calculators back then, but he sure had to do some mathematics. Daniel chapter 9, pick it up at verse 1. Now look at who's in authority. And Daniel like, hold on now. Daniel chapter 9, verse 1. Go ahead and read.
In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans.
Yes, sir.
In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of years whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet.
He understood about what? Books. What books? Go ahead.
That he would accomplish 70 years.
Wait a minute, he understood by who? Jeremiah, right?
Yes.
Read.
That he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem.
And we just read what the Lord said that 70 years in the book of Jeremiah, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
And I set my face unto the Lord God to seek by prayer and supplications with fasting and sackcloth and ashes.
You see, he didn't go to none of the older people that was there. He went to God first. So let me go to God about this matter. Skip down to verse 20 and read that, verse 20.
And whilst I was speaking and praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people Israel, and presenting my supplication before the Lord my God for the holy mountain of my God. Yea, whilst I was speaking in prayer, even the man of Gabriel, whom I have seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation.
Yes, sir. What else?
And he informed me, and I talked with me, and said, O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding.
Yes, indeed. He said, now I'm coming forth. The Lord sent me. Go ahead and read.
At the beginning of thy supplications, the commandment came forth, and I am come to show thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore understand the matter and consider the vision.
So he had the knowledge, he had the wisdom, but what he didn't have was the understanding. And the Lord got to give you that understanding. What Solomon said about wisdom, that's the principal thing. But he said, with all your getting, get what? Understanding. You can read something and you be like, oh, okay. What does that mean, though? So you need understanding of it. And the Lord is the one that give it to you. But what verse was that?
Yeah, it was in the 23.
Go ahead and read. We're going to read down to 25.
70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy holy city.
He said 70 weeks, right? Read.
To finish the transgression and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for the iniquity and to bring in everlasting righteousness and to seal up the vision and prophecy.
I said 470 is 490. But go ahead.
And to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem into the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks.
Yes.
And 62 weeks.
Go ahead.
The street shall be built up again, and the wall even in troublous times.
So a lot had to happen, and it had to happen. Why? Because Jesus had to come and do what? He had to be a sacrifice, that sin offering for Israel. So the Lord knew what he was doing, and he knew that he had to restore Jerusalem. Go to Daniel the 10th chapter, verse 1. We're going to read just verse 1. Remember, he said he got to anoint the most holy, which is Jesus. Then he said the wall going to be built in troublous times. We're going to look at a little bit of that too. 10 and 1, go ahead.
In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Whose name was called Belshazzar. And the thing was true, but the time appointed was long. And he understood the thing and had understanding of the vision.
Understanding of the vision, right? So now he said, I understand. Let's go over to Isaiah the 44th chapter. Isaiah chapter 44. Now when he said the wall built in troublous times, let's look who he's going to use in order to get them up out of there. And to help them build what they need to build for this to happen. Then we start looking at our governments, our people, authorities. If you're a prime minister, you live somewhere, you got a president. If you got kings, watch how God work with them on their heart. Isaiah 44 and verse 1. We're going to read 44 verse 1, then we're going to skip to verse 24. Let's see who he's talking to first. Go ahead and read.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
He's talking about Israel, right?
Yes.
I want you to know something. Skip to 24.
Thus saith the Lord thy Redeemer, and he that informed thee from the womb. I am the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth thy heavens, that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth thy heavens alone.
Yes.
That spreadeth abroad the earth by myself.
He said, I'm doing this. Who else did it? Read, bro.
That frustrateth the tokens of the liars.
Yes.
And maketh diviners mad.
Yes.
That turneth wise men backward. And maketh their knowledge foolish.
Now, if you knew something and you was wise, he said you're going to go backward. And then he told you about your diviners. He said, look, they are mad now. They can't give you no vision. Mad meaning upset. Man, I can't come up with nothing. Go ahead and read.
That confirmeth,
that's like your preachers today. I just had to throw that in there, but go ahead and read.
That confirmeth the word of his servant.
Yes.
And performeth the counsel of his messengers.
Yes, indeed. Read.
And saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt not be inhabited.
That's right.
And to the cities of Judah, you shall be built.
Yes.
And I will raise up the decayed places thereof.
The ones that Nebuchadnezzar destroyed. Go ahead and read.
That saith to the deep, be dry, and I will dry up thy rivers.
Read, and what's happening?
That saith to Cyrus, he is my shepherd. And
wait a minute. Now Cyrus, the one that's in rulership, he said, he is my what? Shepherd. Read.
And shall perform all my pleasure,
Yes.
even saying to Jerusalem, thou shalt be built, and to the temple thy foundation shall be laid.
Now, the Lord said he turned the king's heart whithersoever he will. He made them. Look, I made you destroy it. I'm going to allow you to make sure that they rebuild this thing. The Lord run everything. Go to Ezra. Go to the book of Ezra, the first chapter. Ezra, the first chapter. Let's look at him. He said it's going to be built in troublous times. We need to see if that happened. Prophecy. That's what's going to get us up out of here. You have to be acquainted with these things. You got to love to hear it. Might say, well, what does got to do with me? A lot. We'll see. If we haven't already. Ezra, the first chapter. And verse 1. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the words of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled. The Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia.
Wait a minute. He said the Lord did what?
Stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia.
Didn't Isaiah tell us that? You got to get the message from the prophets. Go ahead and read.
That he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom and put it also in writing, saying, thus says Cyrus, king of Persia, the Lord God of heaven has given me all the kingdoms of the earth. And he has charged me to build him a house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah.
Go ahead.
Who is there among you of all his people? His God be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Lord God of Israel.
Go ahead.
He is the God which is in Jerusalem.
He is the God which is where? In Jerusalem. This guy is saying this, but go ahead and read.
And whosoever remaineth in any place where he sojourneth, let the men of his place help him with silver and with gold and with goods and with beasts, besides the freewill offering for the house of God that is in Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit God had raised, to go up to build the house of the Lord, which is in Jerusalem.
So who only could touch the house when they built it? Only Israel. And then he definitely let you know the priest's hands was busy. He said the Levites, they was going to serve them. They was going to support the priest, which is out of the tribe of Levi. Go ahead and read.
And all they that were about them strengthened their hands with vessels of silver, with gold, with goods, and with beasts,
Yes.
and with precious things, besides all that was willingly offered.
What else? One more verse.
Also Cyrus the king brought forth the vessels of the house of the Lord, which Nebuchadnezzar had brought forth out of Jerusalem, and had put them in the house of his God.
He took it, didn't he? And then he said, we're going to bring it back because it belonged to who? God. Just like the nations got our stuff now. He said, you're going to get it back. But I ain't going to lie. I ain't really interested in that. I just want to make sure that I get it. Get salvation. Let's go to Daniel, the 3rd chapter. Gold and silver and all that's good. But what's better is you becoming God at that moment, and you don't have to worry about none of that. Daniel, the 3rd chapter. I like the best deal, not a good deal, the best. Go ahead and read Daniel chapter 3. Pick it up at verse 1, brother.
Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura,
Yes, sir.
in the province of Babylon.
Go ahead.
Then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the province.
You ain't got to read all that. Skip down to verse 4, brother. Verse 4, read that.
Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time you hear the sounds of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up.
He said, I want you to make sure that you worship this thing. So if you're in this land and they tell you to do this, you're supposed to rebel against that. So it's certain things that they tell you to do, and then there's certain things that go against God that you don't do. You have to die for this thing. Go ahead and read, brother.
And whosoever falleth not down and worship shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
What verse was that?
That was in the 6.
Okay, skip down to verse 8. Verse 8, read it.
Wherefore at the time certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews.
They did what? Accused the Jews, didn't they?
Yes.
Skip to verse 12.
There are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up.
Yeah, I want the definition of snitching. Look at that. You over there serving your God, they snitching. First snitches that ain't the first. But look at them snitches. Go ahead.
Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they had brought these men before the king.
Yes, go ahead. One more.
Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do you not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up?
Skip to 8:16 now. Verse 16. Read it.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter.
So we're not even going to hesitate. Go ahead.
If it be so, our God, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace.
He didn't say will deliver us. He said he's able, though. So it may not go their way, and they have understanding to know that. You can't say, man, you know what, God gonna deliver me. What if he don't? Then you like, oh, wait a minute, let my hands get weak. My mind is very weary, and I'm faint now. Now I'm finna do something I ain't supposed to do. Go ahead and read, brother. What else?
And he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king.
Yes.
But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods.
What else?
Nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up.
They say they're not going to do that, right?
Right.
Let's go to Hebrews, the 12th chapter. But he ended up doing it, but we'll see that. But let's go to Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Because we're in captivity now. Sometimes it don't even feel like it to people that don't know. Like, what you talking about captivity, man? I can do what I want. I got money, job, bank account, house, car. You don't have your freedom. Hebrews chapter 12, pick it up at verse 2. Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 2. What about when you need to go drive? You got to drive that car. You got to get a driver's license. Now you got to have insurance. Then they say, forget that, I forget the name of it, but they want you to have full coverage now. Liability. You used to get away with that cheap one. They said, no, you're going to get full coverage. Or if we catch you, we're going to ticket you, and then you can risk getting your license taken. Then you have to be on a bus. Lord said you're going to serve your enemy for the want of all things. Hebrews 12 and verse 2, brother. What it say?
Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith.
Wait a minute. He's the one that started this thing. He going to end it. Our faith. Go ahead.
Who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross.
Yes, sir.
Despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God.
So he was going through suffering. Read.
For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself.
Against who? Himself. Read.
Lest ye be wearied and faint in your mind.
See that? I was talking about that earlier. Read one more.
We have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin.
Wait. He said you ain't resist no blood yet. Who took you and said you going to put yourself in them stocks? Who put you in prison for your faith just because you believe in this book? You don't deal with sodomy. You don't deal with unclean foods. You don't deal with certain holiday. They like, oh no, you got to come on. And you like, what did I do? I'm being peaceful in my own house, in my city. What did I do? You ain't serving our God. Who going through this? We getting tongue lashes and we be bent out of shape. Hey man, I give up. This thing is not for me. Well, what doctrine you gonna go to that gonna give you what you need? Let's go to the book of Acts. He said you have not resisted unto blood. So when they tell you to do this, let's go to Acts the 5th chapter. Peter gonna tell you exactly what to do. As he was walking during the time of Jesus and he knew he was going through it. Rumor has it, notice I said rumor, has it that Peter was crucified just like Jesus. However, he said he wanted to be crucified upside down. And they asked him, why? I don't want to be mistaken for Jesus. I said, it's a rumor, but it sounds like it would be something that's wise to say if he did go through it. Because Israel said, they'd be like, oh, that wasn't Jesus before. That's Jesus. It's upside down. That can't be him. Acts 5, pick it up at verse 17. Let's see what happened. Go ahead, brother.
Then the high priest rose up, and all they that were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees,
Yes.
and were filled with indignation.
And the Sadducees, they don't believe in what? The resurrection. They don't believe in angels, spirits, none of that. And this is what he believed in. So you know what he dealing with. Go ahead.
And laid their hands on the apostles.
Oh, beat on them, read.
And put them in the common prison.
So who went through this? Go ahead.
But the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors.
Yes.
And brought them forth and said, Go, stand, and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life.
What else?
And when they had heard that, they entered into the temple early in the morning and taught. But the high priest came, and they that were with him, and called the council together, and all the senate of the children of Israel, and sent them to prison to have them brought.
And sent them to prison to have them what?
Brought.
Bring them to me. Skip down to verse 26 and read.
Then went the captain with the officers and brought them without violence, for they feared the people, lest they should have been stoned.
Yes, sir, brother. Go ahead.
And when they had brought them, they set before them the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, Did not we straitly command you that you should not teach in this name?
In what name? This name. It may not sound like Jesus, but it was a name not familiar to their God. Read.
And behold, you have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intend to bring this man's blood upon us.
He said, wait a minute, you going to fill Jerusalem with this blood and this doctrine? Because guess what? You're going to end up having the Lord come against us. What Peter say after that? Go ahead.
Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey God rather than men.
Wait a minute, y'all see that? He said, we got to obey God rather than men. But we see what it was referring to, right?
Right.
Skip on down to 33 and read that.
When they heard that, they were cut to the heart and took counsel to slay them. Then stood there up one in the council, a Pharisee named Gamaliel.
Gamaliel, yes, sir.
A doctor of the law, and had a reputation among all the people, and commanded to put the apostles forth a little space.
This is the individual that taught Paul. Go ahead.
And said unto them, Ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves that you intend to do as touching these men.
Yeah.
For before these days rose up Theodas, boasting himself to be somebody.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
To whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who were slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught.
Go ahead, read.
After this man rose up Judas of Galilee in the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after him. He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed.
Yes, indeed. The spirit of them Pharisees was doing what? Driving people away from the Lord. Go ahead and read.
And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone.
Go ahead.
For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught.
He said, so now, if Peter and them saying something that ain't supposed to be true, it's going to come to nothing. But if it lasts, you know it's from God. So you better stand back and don't make sure you don't fight against who? God, because you fighting against God. Go ahead and read.
But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it.
That's right. Go ahead.
Lest haply ye be found even to fight against God.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Jesus, and let them go.
Oh, beating them. Yeah, I ain't trying to feel that, but go ahead.
And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
And I ain't gonna lie, I've suffered beatings for way less than that. I just ask the Lord, give me strength if I have to go through that. Go to Daniel, the 5th chapter. Daniel chapter 5. If I got to go through it, Lord, strengthen me. When I was running the streets, I did it. So, hey, shouldn't be no different. Just make sure they don't put me to death. And make sure they don't hurt me permanently. That I can recover. Daniel chapter 5, verse 1. We're going to look at what happened here with Belshazzar. This is Nebuchadnezzar's son. Pick it up at chapter 5, verse 1, brother.
Belshazzar the king made a great feast to 1,000 of his lords,
Yes.
and drank wine before the 1,000.
I spoke about this earlier. Go ahead and read.
Belshazzar, while he tasted the wine, commanded to bring the golden and silver vessels which his father Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of the temple which was in Jerusalem.
What else?
That the king and his princes, his wives, and his concubines might drink therein.
What else?
Then they brought the golden vessels which were taken out of the temple of the house of God, which was at Jerusalem. And the king and his princes, his wives, and his concubines drank in them.
What else?
They drank wine and praised the gods of gold and of silver, of brass, of iron, of wood, of stone.
Yes, sir. And what else?
In the same hour came forth fingers of a man's hand and wrote over against the candlestick upon the plaster of the wall of the king's palace. And the king saw the part of the hand that wrote.
Now, we know that the angels got hands too. He said like the man's hands. So from up under them wings, just that hand is going to appear. And this guy said, what in the world? Go ahead and read, brother.
Then the king's countenance was changed.
Yes, sir.
And his thoughts troubled him.
Now, he just talking about his facial figure. You know, you go from partying and relaxed to what the? Your face to change. Go ahead and read. What's going on? Read.
So that the joints of his loins were loose. And his knees smote one against another.
Now, I ain't never seen nobody do this, but on the cartoons I did. Y'all know how they did on the and you like, I only thought that was in the cartoons, but it actually happened. Go ahead.
The king cried aloud to bring in the astrologers, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers.
Yes.
And the king spake and said to the wise men of Babylon, whosoever shall read this writing and show me the interpretation thereof shall be clothed with scarlet and have a chain of gold about his neck, and shall be the third ruler in the kingdom.
Yes, sir. Skip down to verse 18 and read.
O thou king, the most high God, gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom, and majesty, and glory, and honor.
What else?
And for the majesty that he gave him, all people, nations, and languages trembled before him, whom he would whom he would slew,
Yep.
and who he would
Whom he
kept alive,
Yep.
and whom he would had set up,
Yes.
and whom he would put down.
So in other words, he can call the shots almost like God in this earth. He said if he want to kill you, he got the free reign. If he want to set you up, he can do it. If he want to put you down, he can do it. That's why the Lord say, make sure that you obey these guys, because I gave them authority to kill. The angels, he did it. When we was coming up out of the land of Egypt, he said, listen, you better obey them, because guess what? It's in them to do what? Kill you if you don't. And he told them, look, if they turn right or left, kill them.
Right.
The angel don't know nothing else except what God told him to do. And guess what? We fought against that. But what verse is that, brother?
That was in the 19.
Go ahead and read that.
But when his heart was lifted up and his mind hardened in pride, he was disposed from his kindly throne, and they took his glory from him. And he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like the beast, and his dwelling was with the wild asses. They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the Most High God ruled in the kingdom of men,
Yes, sir.
and that he appointeth over it whomsoever he will.
So he running it down to him. Go ahead.
And thou his son, and though his son, O Belshazzar, has not humbled thine heart, though thou knewest all this.
You knew this stuff. Why didn't you humble it? Skip down to verse 25 and read.
And this is the writing that was written, Mene, Mene, Tekel, Upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing, Mene. God hath numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting. Paris, the king, is divided and given to the Medes and the Persians.
Yes, sir. It's given over to them. Read.
Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet, and put a chain of gold about his neck, and made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom.
Yep.
And this night was Belshazzar, the king of Chaldeans, slain. And Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old.
Yep. So now, after him, the Greeks ruled. Well, after the whole kingdom of the Medes and the Persians. Then you had the Greeks rule with Alexander and his generals after he done died, which he was pretty young when he died. Then you had Rome come into the picture. Let's go to Matthew chapter 19. And this is why that kingdom, that land was given back to Israel, and they raised up, you know, the priests to do their jobs. They was given the vessels so they could carry out these duties because Jesus had to come. Matthew 19, and pick it up at verse 16. 19 and verse 16. Let's look at something real quick. This guy finna ask Jesus a question. Let's see what he asked him. Go ahead and read.
And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do, that I may have eternal life?
I need to know, what should I do that I might have eternal life? Go ahead.
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good?
Yes, sir.
There is none good but one,
There is none
that is
good.
God.
He said there is none good but one. That is God. Read.
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
And what did we start out reading today? The commandments. I think that's a small thing to do to become this great individual and being. That's small, even though we know this flesh is always troubling us. Go ahead and read.
He saith unto him, Which? Jesus said, Thou shalt do no murder.
That's right.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Yes.
Honor thy father and thy mother. Thou shalt not love thy neighbor thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Now, so look, we see thou shalt do no murder. We shall do no murder, right?
Right.
And we look at that and then we tell people, you know what, you ain't got the right to defend yourself because the Lord say thou shalt not kill or murder. Let's go look at it real quick. Exodus the 20th chapter. Because he going to say, thou shalt not. We're going to see what he's saying when he say that. Thou shalt not kill. He going to say it. Exodus 20th chapter. I just threw that in because I knew it's certain things you can do over in the land. One of them is defend yourself. If somebody come and do something to you, that means, somebody gonna break in your house, steal something. They try to hurt you and your spouse, your children. I know I'm not gonna sit there. I don't know about nobody else. Exodus 20, read that 13th verse. Let's see what he say again. Exodus 20, 13. We read this earlier. Read it again. Exodus 20, 13.
Thou shalt not kill.
Yep. He said, thou shalt not what?
Kill.
We read that and say, hold on. But he said murder, premeditated. You going to do something to somebody that you ain't supposed to. Now, if they come up on you and do some harm, better protect yourself. Let's look at somebody who did. Let's go to Psalm 144. Let's look at somebody who did it. And he going to say who taught him how to do it. We should know by now that's David. David said, Because when Goliath came up against him, what'd he do? Killed him.
Killed him.
Psalm 144 and verse 1. Let's see what David say. Go ahead.
Blessed be the Lord my strength.
Yes, sir.
Which teaches my hands to war.
Teaches my hands to do what?
To war.
But even though he was taught, even though he had to do that. But he said, the Lord teach my hands to war. Go ahead.
And my fingers to fight.
What else, brother?
My goodness and my fortress, my high tower and my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I trust, who subdueth my people under me.
Who subdueth my people under me. He acknowledging God. He said, I can't do none of this if I wanted to without God. Let's go to 1 Chronicles. Look at something he said over here. 1 Chronicles. Well, something he did over here. 1 Chronicles. And again, I threw that in because I always heard people say, you can't do that. You a Christian, we don't do that. Turn the other cheek. What you talking about? Somebody trying to take you out for the name of Jesus, you can't do nothing to him because you got to suffer for his name's sake. He's going to put you on trial. But if it's for something else, that's why I say you got to read and get understanding. Or else you be stuck. They come in my house, slap this face on this side. Slap it on this side, man. When they put you under, you'll be like, man, what happened when the Lord raised you up? You died. You allowed him to do what? Kill you. You had the power to defend yourself. 1 Chronicles 14, pick it up at verse 1. No, I'm sorry, verse 2. 14 and verse 2. Read that, brother.
And David perceived that the Lord had confirmed.
I still heard pages. He said he teaches my hands to war, my fingers to fight.
And David perceived that the Lord had confirmed him king over Israel.
Yes,
for his kingdom was lifted up on high.
Now,
because of his people Israel.
Because of his people Israel. Didn't he say that the Lord subdued them under me? Skip to verse 8. Verse 8 and read.
And when the Philistines heard that David was anointed king over all Israel, all the Philistines went up to seek David. And David heard of it and went out against them.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And the Philistines came and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. And David inquired of God, saying, shall I go up against the Philistines?
See that? Shall I go up against them? Go ahead.
And wilt thou deliver them into mine hand?
Because if you don't, I'm willing to die for what you're saying. Read.
And the Lord said unto him, go up, for I will deliver them into thine hand. So they came up to Baal Perazim, and David smote them there. Then David said, God has broken in upon mine enemies by mine hand, like the breaking forth of waters. Therefore they called the name of this place Baal Perazim.
Yes, sir. What verse you read, brother? I'm sorry.
That was end of 11.
Go ahead.
And when they had laid their gods before there, David gave a commandment, and they were burned with fire.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And the Philistines yet again spread themselves abroad in the valley. Therefore David inquired of God, and God said unto him, Go not up after them, turn away from them, and
y'all notice every time you always inquire of God, right? Pray to the Lord if that's the step that you need to take. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And come upon them over against the mulberry tree.
Yes, sir.
And it shall be when thou shalt hear a sound of going in the tops of the mulberry trees, then thou shalt go out to battle. For God is gone forth before thee to smite the host of the Philistines.
So when you defend yourself, who is it that's giving you that power and that might to help?
God.
God. That's why I say that. Go ahead and read.
David therefore did as God commanded him, and they smote the host of the Philistines from Gibeon even to Gazer.
Yeah, this is him just going to war. But go ahead, read verse 17.
And the fame of David went out unto all lands, and the Lord brought to the fear of him upon all nations.
Now everybody heard about David and they scared. They say this guy wields the sword, brother. He killing people who we thought would never die. They was going to live on forever. Let's go to Romans the 13th chapter. Romans chapter 13. Why is he telling us to submit ourselves? He said it's for your own good. That's why when you pull over there and the first thing they tell you is you need to let the authorities know that if you have a firearm, let them know. So they don't get jumpy, because they will take you out. They won't hesitate. You talking about an itchy trigger finger. Romans 13, pick it up at verse 1, brother. What did it say?
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
Some souls.
Every soul.
Yes, no matter where you are, go ahead.
For there is no power but of God.
He set it up. If you exist, he set you up. Go ahead.
The powers that be are ordained of God.
Yes, sir. Read.
Whosoever thereof resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
What else?
And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
And what else, brother?
For rulers are not a terror to good works.
So if we say, no, I'm not going to do that, or I ain't going to do this, the Lord say, I'm going to get you, and pretty much it's going to hurt you in the end. But go ahead and read.
But to the evil wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. He
said, so if you are evil, he said, you better duck in this alley and make sure, because you know a lot of people don't have their plates right. They riding around with temp tags from 10 years ago. I'm telling y'all because I still see it to this day, and I be like, man. But guess what? They on all the side streets. Why? They afraid. He said, you better be, because they going to take you to jail. And if you don't comply, they going to take you somewhere else you don't want to be. He said, then you'll have praise of the same. They'll be happy they get to go home without killing nobody. To their family. Read, brother, what else?
For he is the minister of God, to thee for good.
Wait a minute, to you for good? He is a minister of God? Go ahead.
But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid.
Yes, sir.
For he beareth not the sword in vain.
He will kill you. Go ahead.
For he is the minister of God.
He worked. We read that. That's why we went to Cyrus, allowing him to build up what? Jerusalem. And they dealt in troublous times. We could have kept reading and saw them building a wall in Ezra and how they kept coming up on them. They had to put their weapons down, well, the tools and instruments down, fight them. Then the Lord actually allowed them to get taken out so that they could build it. But go ahead and read. What else? What verse?
It was the middle of 4. a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Yep, the Lord said, I set him up. What did he tell Israel? I brought you about a land of Egypt, all the families of the earth. He said, listen, I'm for you, if you sin, I'm going to kill you. In other words, your iniquities, they going to be found. That's why it's like, how come we always get caught? It ain't that Israel ain't good criminals. Well, ain't no such thing as a good criminal. Because the Lord say Israel is wise to do evil. So you can have a mind to do wrong and be real strategic in it. So don't think it don't happen. But he said, guess what? He said, I got this guy set up specifically for you. Go ahead and read verse 5.
Wherefore ye must needs be subject.
Wait, must and needs. Two absolute words, right?
Yes.
Must and needs would be what? Subject. Go ahead.
Not only for wrath.
Not just for wrath, because they'll kill you. What else?
But also for conscience sake.
So you ain't got to worry about it. So when they pull us over, we don't be worried. When we in this faith, we like, all right, let me see your license and registration. There you go. Even if something is expired real quick and you know you got to take care of it, you ain't going to talk crazy to them. You already know what can happen. But go ahead and read, because a lot of them will say, you know what, listen, just get it taken care of. I'm going to let you off with a warning. That's it. They be fighting. Look, I ain't got to roll down my window. I know this law and that law. And they're like, all right, I'm telling you, get out that vehicle. I watched that a little bit, and I say, I can't see the end of this because I know it ain't going to turn out good. I don't want to see my people getting killed. Go ahead and read.
For this cause pay ye tribute also.
Yes, sir.
For they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing.
Now we gotta pay what? Taxes. Go ahead.
Render therefore to all their dues.
Yes, sir.
Tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor.
You got taxes on food that you buy now, and it wasn't like that at first. $1 for whatever it costs. Now they say $1.47. So now you got to break off that $1.47. You got taxes for property that you own. Taxes for that. You got to pay taxes off your wages. You got tax for everything. He said, make sure you pay them, folk. Go ahead.
Oh, no man anything, but to love one another.
Yes, sir. What else?
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
Now let's go to Matthew chapter 22, because Jesus said it, but he also did it himself. Him and Peter. When you ain't got no money and you God, you can do this right here. Matthew chapter 22. But what I mean is you ain't got no money on you. And you know they looking for it. Start at verse 15. 22 and verse 15. I got 17, but start at 15 so we can understand why he said what he said. Go ahead.
Then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk.
Yes, sir, brother. They looking to entangle you. Go ahead.
And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true, and teachest the way of God in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men.
That's right. What else?
Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not?
Wait a minute. Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar? Well, the Romans, they are the Gentiles, right? They the ones that's ruling during Jesus' time. Of course it's legal. He just said or lawful to do it. Read. Because they wanted to entangle him in his word. Go ahead and read, brother.
But Jesus perceived their wickedness and said, Why temptest ye me?
Why you tempting me, brother? Go ahead.
Ye hypocrites.
Yes.
Show me the tribute money.
Yes.
And they brought unto him a penny. And he saith unto them, Who is this image and subscription? And they said unto him, Caesar's.
Yes.
Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's,
Yes, sir.
and unto God the things that are God's.
Yes, indeed. One more.
When they had heard these words, they marveled and left him and went their way.
Now, you try to entangle him. He dropped you with some knowledge. Let's back up to chapter 17, and they were scratching their head. How does dude know everything? Because they knew the answer to it. They just want to see if he did. We're going to catch him up one of these days, not today. 17 and verse 24. 17 and 24. Let's see what he did now. Go ahead.
And when they were come to Capernaum, they had received tribute money, came to Peter. And they said, Doth not you, your master, pay tribute?
Don't your master, wait, don't they pay tribute? Go ahead.
He says, Yes. And when he was come into the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, What thinkest thou, Simon?
Yes.
Or whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute?
Go ahead.
Of their own children or of strangers?
Yep, go ahead.
Peter saith unto him, Of strangers. Jesus saith unto him, Then are the children free? Notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go thou to the sea and cast our hook.
Now he telling you to go to the sea, cast the hook, and it ain't going to be no fish coming up. Not for you to eat. Go ahead.
And take up the fish that first cometh up.
Yes, sir.
And when thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money.
You going to find a piece of money? Go ahead.
That take and give unto them for me and thee.
I wonder if Peter was like, hey, man, I need to do this more often. Because, Peter fished. So Peter was like, here go the, I got the money for them. So they can pay the people and they won't offend the Gentiles. Because if you offend them, what they going to do? Come after you. 1 Peter, and they going to kill you. Go to 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter. Jesus told you, I'm doing it while you ain't doing it. What's the problem? These people will get you. Then we're going to look real quick at the ones that are doing a takeover. 1 Peter 2 and 11. Read that real quick, brother. 1 Peter chapter 2. Yeah, 1 Peter.
Okay.
Chapter 2 and verse 11.
Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul, having your conversation honest among the Gentiles, that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may be your good works, which they shall behold.
That they may what?
Glorify God.
That they may what? See your good works. That they by your good works, which they shall. What verse you at?
Middle of 12.
Go ahead.
That they may, by your good works, which they shall behold,
yes, sir,
glorify God in the day of visitation.
That's how he said in the book of Romans. He told you, listen, they gonna praise God for this if you obey him. Go ahead and read.
Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake.
Yes, sir. What else?
Whether it be to the king as supreme,
yep,
or unto governors,
yep,
as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers.
Yes, sir.
And for the praise of them that do well.
You got jobs. And if your boss, your supervisor, your manager, shift manager tell you something, you can't snap, go off. You got to obey. This is what he's telling us. Everybody that's in authority. You got children. Children supposed to listen to their parents. He said, honor your father and your mother. The Lord looking at all of it. Because guess what? You can take the belt off and deal with them kids. Then they'll understand the power that you have over them. Go ahead and read. For
so is the will of God, that with well-doing you may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men.
Yes, just like Jesus did. Didn't he have them apostles? Well, not the apostles. The Pharisees and the Herodians walk away. Yes, indeed. Put to silence their foolishness. Go ahead.
As free, and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliceness.
Yeah.
But as the servants of God.
Right. He said not using your cloak of
maliciousness.
But as the servants of God. You got this understanding. Don't try to use it to your benefit do certain things and you know these people going to come up on you, go ahead.
Honor all men. Love the brotherhood. Fear God. Honor the king.
Wait a minute. He said honor the brotherhood, fear God, and honor the king. Skip down to verse 21. No, 18. Read 18. I'm sorry, verse 18.
Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear. Not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward.
Right. So we got the supervisor that's cool. We got the manager that's cool. But when we get the one that talk crazy, we be upset. He said, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. They talk crazy. You'll lose your tokens for that. You don't want to lose your money. Then you be at home like, God bless me with another job. You're like, no, you just walked off and you supposed to be doing that. I want them to see the example of a servant. Plus, they are over you. Act like it. Then there's somebody that look like you. They get their little job and they go, oh, man. You be like, oh, no, brother, I ain't finna take that. Oh, sister, who you talking to with that attitude? Then you have proper steps and channels that you can go to. Where they say human resources and all these different people.
Right.
You can go and properly address the issue, but you can't go back and forth with these people because they can do something to you. It's their word over yours. Skip down to verse 21, brother.
For even hereunto we ye called.
Were ye called? Go ahead.
Because Christ also suffered for us.
Leaving us what?
Leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps.
Yes, sir. What else?
Who do no sin?
Who did no sin.
Neither was guile found in his mouth.
That's right. What else?
Who, when he was reviled not again. When he suffered, he threatened not.
That's right.
But committed himself to him that judges righteously.
Yep. Let's go look at Jesus doing that. John, the 19th chapter. We only got a couple of more. John chapter 19. He said he didn't say nothing, right? He said he left it up to God, the Father. Because he going to let Jesus come back and deal with these guys. He could have threw in a towel and said, send me 12 legions of angels. I don't know how many that is, but it's enough to get the job done. One angel can do the destruction. You going to send 12 legions? You might turn the whole world up. John 19, pick it up at verse 1. Go ahead.
Then Pilate therefore took Jesus and scourged him.
Scourged him, go ahead.
And the soldiers planted a crown of thorns and put it on his head.
Yes.
And they put on him a purple robe.
Yes, sir. What else?
And he said, Hail, King of the Jews. And they smote him with their hands. Pilate therefore went forth again and said unto them, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that you may know that I find no fault in him.
Yes, indeed. What else?
Then came Jesus forth, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. And Pilate said unto him, Behold the man. Then the chief priests therefore and officers saw him. They cried out, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, Take ye him and crucify him,
yes.
For I find no fault in him.
Now, I didn't mention this, but what if you the boss? What if you the supervisor? You can't torture nobody either. Now, I'm on top. Y'all do what I say. Go to it. Get it? Man, people going to be looking at you like, hold on, bro, why you doing me like that? Because I got the power. The Lord will come down on you, so you got to be careful on both ends.
Right.
Then what if you have your own, because we got our own businesses in this world. People got corporations. You got it like that, you got to be careful. You can't do certain things to Israel or the Gentile.
Right.
Go ahead and read that, brother.
Then Jesus answered him, We have a law, and by our law he ought to die, because he has made himself the Son of God.
Yes, sir. What else?
When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid, and went again into the judgment hall, and saith unto Jesus, Whence art thou? But Jesus gave him no answer.
Whence are you? Where you come from, man? Who are you? He said Jesus gave him no answer. Skip down to verse. Well, we right there. Read verse 10.
Then saith Pilate unto him, Speakest thou not unto me?
That's right.
Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee and have power to release thee?
Look at what he said he got. Pilate got the authority to do. I can crucify you, or I can release you. Why ain't you saying nothing? Read verse 11. Jesus finna open up his mouth. Go ahead.
Jesus answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me,
Except what?
except it were given thee from above.
Ain't that book true? Yeah, because we read that in the Old Testament, far before Jesus came in the flesh. And look at him in the flesh, telling Pilate what it is. Go ahead.
Therefore he that delivereth me unto thee hath the greater sin.
Yes, sir. He said the ones that did this, in other words, the scribes, the Pharisees, they the ones in trouble. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. He said they in trouble. And then they threw us under the bus. Let this blood be upon us and our children. Man, Lord understand though. That's cold-blooded. You take your family and throw them under the bus. Wasn't no such thing as a man back then just standing up and dying for what he did. Except the thief on the cross, or the thieves. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 22. What that say, brother?
Abstain from all appearance of evil.
Wait a minute, from all what?
Appearance of evil.
That's why I say, listen, today, people think you smoking is what? Sin. Lord ain't saying you can't smoke because it is not sin. However, when you're around somebody, I don't care how bad you look, fiending for that nicotine. Lord said, don't do that if they offended. He said, because to them is evil. They don't understand the book, but we do. You have to abstain from that. And then there's many other things we have to abstain from. Like them brothers that deal with, and I just got to say it, multiple wives. You can't do that. Because guess what? Everybody else that see it, they offended at that. And they ain't going to come to this thing. Then you giving God a bad name. He looking at it. He said abstain from that which is what?
All evil.
All evil. All evil. What else?
And the very God of peace sanctify you wholly.
Yeah,
And-
that's it. Because he told us abstain from all evil, right?
Yes.
Now, let's go to 1 Timothy. I want to read this in 1 Timothy, the first chapter, no, the second chapter. Because we say, hey, we ain't supposed to pray for the leaders. They wicked. Lord said, seek the city, and when you're in the city, seek the peace thereof. Then he told you to pray for them. Let's see in Paul's time what he's saying. 1 Timothy 2 and verse 1. I know Jesus said he wasn't going to pray for certain people and stuff like that, but I ain't Jesus. I'm reading what he said after. Then you know what to pray for when you do pray for them. Let's read 2 and 1, brother, 2 and 1. 1 Timothy 2 and 1. Go ahead.
I exhort thee, therefore, that first of all,
Yes, sir.
supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men.
How many people?
All men.
For who? Go ahead.
For kings, and for all that are in authority,
Yes, sir. What
that
else?
we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty.
For us, for our peace, ain't it? Read.
For this is good and acceptable in the sight of God our Savior.
I did that when, well, no, I can't say that because I don't want to cause an uproar. Go ahead and read.
Who will have all men to be saved and to come unto the knowledge of the truth.
So that's what you really praying for. You open these people's minds, be open up to the truth. Let them look at us as an example.
Right.
Then you praying that they don't start these this drama. You praying that the Lord cover you during that time, because the great tribulation is not far. It's not far at all. Let's go to Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Hebrews 12, read verse 1, just one verse. Hebrews 12 and verse 1. This is why he said, abstain from all evil, and then pray for all that are in authority. I got 3 more spots. 12 and 1, go ahead.
Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us.
He said, listen, you got a cloud of witnesses, people watching you. So you got to be careful, he said, right? Go ahead.
And let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
He said you got to have patience. And it hurt when we're going through it. I know it hurts, but you still got to be patient. The Lord always bring you what? He bring you through it. What else? That it?
Yeah, it was in 1.
1. So now, let's go to Psalm 104. Psalm 104, and then we're just going to look at our children that's out there today. 2 spots for them. We'll look at them children. Psalm 104 and verse 1. What did it say?
Bless the Lord, O my soul.
Yes, sir.
O Lord my God, thou art very great.
Yes, sir. What else?
Thou art clothed with honor and majesty.
Yes, indeed. Skip down to verse 5 and read that.
Who laid the foundations of the earth, that it should not be removed forever.
How long?
Forever.
So this earth going to stand. Read.
Thou coverest it with...
No. Verse 10, I'm sorry.
He sendeth the springs into the valleys, which run among the hills.
What? Skip down to verse... No, read... want to make sure. Verse 11. Read that 11 verse. Then we're
They give drink to every beast of the field.
Yes.
The wild asses quench their thirst.
The Lord said, I'm feeding everybody. Skip down to verse 14.
He causes the grass to grow for the cattle.
Yes, sir.
And herb for the service of man.
For the service
that
of
he
man.
may bring forth food out of the earth.
So we can eat and drink. Go ahead.
And wine that maketh glad the heart of man.
He said, I even give you some wine, even some whiskey. You just got to do it in moderation. The Lord give us things to enjoy this in our time. But you got to be wise when you do it. Go ahead and read.
And oil to make his face to shine.
We talk about that grease. If you got Vaseline, that same thing, that oil. I know we used to use that when we was growing up. My mom put it on our face and grease in our head. Make you to shine. Go ahead and read.
And bread which strengtheneth man's heart.
You got the protein and all the things that you have, vegetables, to nourish your body, right? Let's go to Isaiah, the 5th chapter, 51st chapter. Isaiah chapter 51. And we're going to read 19 and 20. One more after this, and it's going to be in Isaiah. 2 spots where our children, when we look at them, we make sure that they're not doing this. And this right here bring back memories. Start at verse 19, 51. 51, Isaiah. Chapter 51 and verse. Start at verse 19 again, brother.
These 2 things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee?
Who shall be sorry for thee? Go ahead.
Desolation and destruction and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee?
Now, if somebody was to get killed, man, they let your body lay there, but if it was an animal, they get it up out the streets quick.
Thy sons have
Hold
fainted.
on. They'll call Peter on you. You mistreat an animal, cat or a dog, got more love and value above you. And these animals were created for us. So why the Lord allow that to happen? Because he got all this knowledge in this book. And if we fall, it's because we don't have it. Go ahead and read 20.
Thy sons have fainted.
Your sons did what?
Fainted.
They gave up. What they do?
They lie at the head of all the streets.
Wait a minute, we in the corners, and that's everywhere I look. If you over in England, you on the corners. I saw it with my own eyes, and I know it's true because I used to be on the corner, in the streets. So I know that this is true. Who could have called this other than God? What they fulfill with, brother, go ahead.
As a wild bull in debt,
Yep.
they are full of the fury of the Lord.
Because the Lord pulled that drama out on them. Go ahead.
They rebuke of thy God.
Yes, indeed. Let's go to the 42nd chapter. Isaiah chapter 42. So you got them in the streets, and then when the Lord either kill them or get them locked up, where do they end up at? Sometimes they learn better behavior in this spot, but they pick up the wrong religion. This is our last spot too. They end up picking up what? Islam. Then you got the Christianity. There's not the true Christianity in there just as well. Then we're starting to sprinkle in there just a little bit to where the truth is being taught. So the Lord knows where we at, and he want to make sure that we get a fair shake. 42 and verse 18. What that say, bro? Isaiah 42:18. What it say?
Hear ye, deaf, and look ye blind, that ye may see.
Wait a minute. If you blind, you ain't going to be able to see. What he talking about spiritually? And you deaf, you can't hear it because it's all about you and your desires. Go ahead.
Who is blind but my servant?
Or
deaf as my messenger that I have sent?
who is what? Go ahead.
Who is blind as he that is perfect?
Wait a minute. The one that's blind is the one that's perfect. You can't tell them nothing. I got this. I'm the one. I know what God's saying. They tell you, listen, the Holy Ghost going to save me. I'm covered in grace. How? We don't want to hear nothing. That's hard for people. That means the Lord got to use that belt that's in his hand that we read earlier, who? The nations. They'll put you down.
Right.
Then when they killing you in the streets, everybody want to march. Nobody still has picked up the book. And that's why we got to go out and do what? Evangelize. So that we can spread that word and let them know. 8145. If you're in Pennsylvania, go to this spot. If you're in D.C., go to this one. If you're in the Bay Area, go to that one. Baton Rouge, this one. Chicago, Riverdale. Wherever we are, the Lord got you a location. So nobody have no excuse. What he say, brother? Go ahead.
And blind as the Lord's servant.
As the Lord's servant, you are. He said you his messenger, meaning who you supposed to go to. If all Israel got the message and we are knowledgeable, who do you supposed to go to? The nations. Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, told us that. He said the nations going to look and say this is wise and understanding people. But we did what? Strengthen the hand of the evil. We taught them the wicked ways. Why? We left our God and said what you serving is good. And they was like, oh, so serving a rock is what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Make sure you get us the music, the food. We don't care about no rituals. Just bring on that liquor, the women, the men. We good with that. Go ahead and read. Rob, no, that's true. He laughed at it. Go ahead, brother. Read. 20.
Okay. Seeing many things, but thou observest not.
Wait, you see a lot of stuff. There's so much knowledge out here. He said, but you see it's not. He told us that many was going to run to and fro. Knowledge going to be increased. He didn't say all good knowledge. That's why you see people waking up, they still hitting their head on the wall. You like, brothers and sisters say, I just joined this thing. And I'm like, no, that ain't the spot. But they just woke up. Pretty soon they'll come across this. But read though, brother, what else?
Opening the ears, but he heareth not.
Come on over here, man, get on out of here with that Christian religion. Go ahead.
The Lord is well pleased for his righteousness' sake.
Go ahead.
He will magnify the law and make it honorable.
Go ahead.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Wait a minute. They robbed, meaning that you got taken when Nebuchadnezzar came over there and got all your stuff. You ain't had it since, other than when Cyrus gave it to you. 70 A.D., we was taken out completely. And don't many people know where we are. Some of them rulers do. Over in Russia, they was talking about it and they revealed some things. If you watch this, you'll see them. They'll show who Israel was, old paintings, pictures, sculpture, to make people mad. Go ahead and read though, brother.
There are all of them snared in holes,
Wait a minute, they snared in holes. What else?
and they are hid in prison houses.
Wait, so ain't we in the prisons? Yes. You on the street corners and you in the prisons. Where else can they find you? Go ahead.
They are a prey, and none delivereth,
Wait, they are prey and nobody will deliver them. Go ahead.
for a spoil, and none saith restore.
And nobody say restore. Go ahead.
Who among you will give ear to this?
Yep.
Who will hearken and hear for the time to come?
For the time to come, because guess what? It got some drama coming. Go ahead.
Who gave Jacob for a spoil, and Israel to robbers?
Who did this? Go ahead.
Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned?
So why we keep talking about what the white man did and what the Hamite did? They didn't do nothing but what God told them to do. So you got brothers that do hold this book and don't know what they're talking about. Because we didn't read cover to cover what this thing was saying it. So their eyes ain't even on really. Till the Lord hit them with this, take the scales off, and they start seeing it. Go ahead and read though.
For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger,
Yes, indeed, brother. Go ahead.
and the strength of battle, and it hath set him on fire round about.
He said it's like you on fire on all sides. East, west, south, and north. You got your head on fire, you can't even put it out. Go ahead.
Yet he knew not, and it burned him.
Yes.
Yet he laid it not to heart.
And you ain't even say, why am I going through this? And then we say, look, this right here, the white man gave us this Bible. When we got off the slave ship, he gave us his religion. I'm saying, hold on. The Gentile in her too, and he getting his destruction coming. And if they, listen, let's just say they wrote this. Wouldn't you take homosexuality out? Wouldn't you take that out? Wouldn't you take out, if you eat unclean things, the Lord ain't going to come back and destroy. They do all these things, so wouldn't they take that out if they really wanted you to know? Or didn't want you to know this?
Right.
I ain't going to put nothing in the book that's going to condemn me. If I'm writing it, the story going to look good. That's foolishness. So when the Lord say, obey the powers that be, he said, I set them up, and it's for your benefit. Till I get back, pray for these. Pray for one another. Walk in righteousness always. If you don't, he said, I got somebody in place for you. And our brothers and sisters that's running out there doing this teenage takeover, we gotta get ear to some of them people, because they really gonna, pretty soon St. Louis will probably do it. You just don't want them to come across you while you getting off work. And they jumping on your car, pushing it. They feeling the streets. Go look at it, y'all. Until the National Guard come in and kill a lot of them, they won't be happy, and their parents is allowing them to do it. Till then, somebody come stop them. We're going to die, y'all. We're going to continue to die. So now we understand what the powers that be was about. These authorities is over us. Make sure we obey them, or else we got somebody greater to answer to. I hope y'all got something from it, and I thank you for your time. We got you. Announcements.